Hello, everybody. Welcome to another week of e-learning. As you can see, here is my living room, and I have spent a lot of time sitting in there, spending time with my family, making puzzles, watching TV, lots of different activities going on. You know, one thing that I keep hearing is social distancing is going to be a new word that has come up over the last couple months. And that means when you're around other people that aren't part of your family, with your family, you can sit right with them on that couch in your living room. But when you're out in public, we should social distance, which means you should be about 6 feet apart from anyone else. So I started thinking, okay, how many people can I fit in my living room if we're all 6 feet by 6 feet apart from each other? Of course, since I'm a math teacher, I'm looking at the numbers, trying to figure this out. So that's what I'm going to talk you through today. I'm going to talk you through my living room, and we're going to figure out if we're using social distancing, how many people can I fit in my living room? So the first thing I had to do is I had to measure my living room. And if I measured from right here to here, which is, it's hard to see, really it's like here to here, okay, my length of my living room, and I ended up with 17.5 feet. And then I also measured my width, which this picture is quite deceiving because actually my width, it looks longer, but when I actually measured it, it was only 15 feet. So my picture is very deceiving to you because actually this length that looks shorter in the picture was actually 17.5 feet. And my width, which looks longer in the picture, was 15 feet. All right. So the first thing I have to do is I have to find out how many square feet are in my living room. Now, we know that we can use our area, and since my living room is a rectangle, I'm just going to use length times width. So to find the square feet that are in my living room, I'm just going to take that 17.5 and I'm going to times that by the 15. Remember, in multiplication with decimals, you do not have to line up the decimal. We just, when we're finished, we can see that there's one decimal spot in the original problem, so we'll put one decimal in our answer. So I'm just going to multiply this, not paying attention to the decimal, and I'll put it in at the end. So 5 times 5 is 25, and then I do 5 times 7 is 35, plus 2 is 37. Then I do 5 times 1 is 5, plus 3 is 8. I'm going to cross that out. Since I'm moving over, I'm going to put my 0 down, cross these out. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 7 is 7. And 1 times 1 is 1. Then I'll add both of those up. And 5 and 0 is 5. 7 and 5 is 12. Put down my 2, carry my 1. 1 plus 8 plus 7 is 16. Put down my 6, carry my 1. And 1 and 1 is 2. And like I said, since we have this one decimal spot here, I'm going to go from the back and put my decimal right here. So my living room is 262 and 5/10 feet squared. All right. So now I know that social distancing, they recommend 6 feet. So if I come up with a 6 by 6, like 6 by 6 foot square that I can be in, and I'm social distance. So I'm standing here. So that means So that means if I'm standing like right here in the corner, I'm 6 feet away from here, and I'm 6 feet away from here. So that's a 6 by 6 space. So that's 36 square feet. So feet squared that I need for each person. So if I know that I have 262.5 square feet, now I need to divide that by 36 square feet so I can figure out how many people I can fit into my living room using social distancing. All right, so here we go. How many, and actually I'm going to erase this, get this out of my way so that we can see the division problem really well. I'll just put that 6 times 6 equals 36 over here for our social distancing. All right. And so we can see our division problem. So now I need to figure out how many 36s. I can't go into 2. I can't go into 26. So I'm going to go all the way into 262. So how many 36s can we pull out of 262? If you have no idea, I know you're thinking this in your head because I've told you this in class a whole bunch of times. If you have no idea, where are you going to start? We're going to start at 5. So we're going to come off here over to the side, and I'm going to do my 36 times 5. All right, 5 times 6 is 30, and 5 times 3 is 15, plus 3 is 18. I'm at 180. That's too low. So I think, let's see, if I do times 6, I think I'll still be too low. I think I'm going to try times 7. All right, so I'm going to come over here. I'm going to do my 36 times 7. And I'm going to do 7 times 6 equals 42. And then 7 times 3 is 21 plus 4 is 25. Ooh, 252. That's super close and still under 262. So I'm going to put my 7 times right up here. And then I'll go ahead and put my 252 underneath. And then I can go ahead and subtract. 2 minus 2 is 0. 6 minus 5 is 1. And 2 minus 2 is 0. So now, I'm hitting that decimal. So I know I need to bring that. That goes up. And then my 5 is going to come down. All right. Now, how many 36s can I pull out of 105? I think it might be 3. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to do my 36 times 3. 3 times 6, that is 18. And 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1 more is 10. Oh, that's so close, but it's over. So I guess it's only going to be 2 times, not 3. So let me see what 36 times 2. 2 times 6 is 12. And 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 more is 7. That gets me to 72. I'm going to subtract. 5 minus 2 is 3. And then I would cross this out, cross this one out, make this a 10. 10 minus 7 is 3. I'm going to add another 0 here. I'm going to bring this down. Oh, goodness. How many 360s, or how many 36s could I pull out of 330? Now, I know that 36 times 10 is 360. So I'm thinking it's going to be 9 because that's pretty close. So now I'll try 36 times 9. 9 times 6 is 54. And 9 times 3 is 27. Plus 3 is going to give us, let's see, 32. All right, so it is going to be 9 times. Extend this line out here. Oh, I'm going to have to erase some of this math work that I did over here. I'm just about out of room otherwise. All right, so I'm going to put my 324 underneath of here. All right, and then I'm going to make this a 2, make this a 10. 10 take away 4 is 6. Oh, and 2 minus 2 is 0, and 3 minus 3 is 0. So I only have 6. I'm going to add one more 0 because remember our rule of thumb is you have to go out 3 decimal spots and then I'll let you stop if it keeps going. 36 can only go into 60 one time because 2 times I already have over here 72. So it only goes in 1 time and that's 36. And we're going to stop there because our rule of thumb is you're allowed to stop after 3 decimal spots when we divide. So if I take a look at my living room and I social distance, I can only fit 7 people into my living room with social distancing. All right. So what I'm going to have you guys do for today is I am going to have you figure out how many people can we fit into a gym like the one that we have at Riverside, which is like a high school gym. We have a nice gym at Riverside. So what you're going to do is you are going to be finding how many people using social distancing, how many people can we fit into our gym? So what I'm going to have you take a look at is our dimensions of the gym. And there are a lot of numbers on this gym. But really, all that we need so that we can find the square footage of our gym, which is our area, is we're going to take a look at this length right here. And you can see that that is 84 feet. Okay, that's 84 feet. And then if we take a look at our width right here, that is 50 feet. So you're going to have to take your 84 length and your 50 feet, and you're going to have to multiply those. That will help you figure out what your area of the gym will be. So let me go to a new page here so I can set this up for you. So you'll do your 84 feet times your 50 feet. That's going to give you the area of the gym. Okay? Then once again, to do social distancing, you'll do your 6 times 6, which that is 36. I'm like, keep hitting this arrow to go to the next slide. All right, so once you figure out what this area of the whole gym is, you'll put that inside of your division box. And then you'll take this 36 right here. You'll put that outside. And then you will be able to figure out how many people can fit into a gym using social distancing. Now, just like we did back here with my living room, now I'm not going to have 0.291 of a person. So of course I had to round it down because I can't get 8 people in. I don't have enough room to get 8 people in, so I had to keep it at 7. So you'll do the same thing when you are doing this problem. You're not going to be able to go up to the next amount of people because there's just not enough square footage. All right? But I still want you, if there is a remainder, go use decimals and go out 3 spots so you can get that good practice with your division skills. Now, if you have any questions on how to do this, feel free to email me so that I can help you out. So your task today is to find the dimensions of the gym, your square footage, by doing your length times width, and I've already given you the dimensions. Then you're going to figure out how many people you can fit in using our social distancing of 6 feet by 6 feet, which is 36. And that you'll just do that on notebook paper, and then you can upload that to a Canvas. All right, well, have a good day.